Hey everybody, my name is Commandfir, or it might show up as Tom Jedi and a couple things, but I am playing Left 4 Dead 2. So, really I'm kind of playing it. Oh, just a second. Well. No, no, come back. No, please, please. No, please. Please come back. Please.
That chopper looks like it's heading to the evac center at the mall.
Gotta agree. Let's follow them to the mall.
Alright, so.
About things. You know what? Never mind. But
Yeah, somebody just got themselves.
So, yeah, my name's Tom Jedi, or Commandfir, one or the other. And I'm starting my YouTube channel, so I decided I'd pick a pretty neutral game everyone's seen. We all know it. There's not really much of a story to it. Well, there is, but it's just an easy, chill game that I can play and talk to you guys a little bit, so y'all can hear a little bit about myself, I guess. So, yeah, my name's Tom Jedi. Decided this was gonna be the time, you know what I mean? I always told myself that I was gonna be starting a YouTube channel, but I never really started it. I don't know. I guess I just got lazy. Well, I've been known to be real lazy sometimes, but so I'm starting today, I guess. So, how you guys doing? Y'all having a good day? I'm new to this commentary stuff, so that's why I chose a game that I could easily commentate, and I wouldn't have to worry about what I'm saying, because I've been known to say some real dumb shit sometimes. But it's roof access. That's where I just came from. But yeah, so I'm not gonna be the greatest. I'm not gonna lie. I will not be the greatest, but I'm trying. I'm trying.
You blew it! Reload.
That shit always happens to me. But yeah, I decided that I'd start playing Left 4 Dead 2. And my Left 4 Dead 2 is stupid modded, you know what I mean? Like right now I've got a lot of add-ons disabled, but I have got oh, I hear a Jeff the Killer. But yeah, it's pretty crazy modded. I got a lot of them disabled right now, but where are you? Oh, oops. But yeah, I I just enjoy playing with yeah, I enjoy playing with add-ons because I don't know, it's just it's always been fun to like play the game. Don't get me wrong, I've always enjoyed playing just the base game, but you know, sometimes, especially games like these and these linear games, these linear survival games or linear any kind of games, the game tends to get the same, you know what I mean? And yeah, I know with the AI director, he tries to like the director, I'm not sure if it's he. I guess I should just refer to as an it. No, but the AI director, it tries to make things different by putting different things in different places, making different horde show up, different kind of specials, and it does that to try to make every playthrough a unique playthrough, so you don't say, oh, okay, I'm gonna go in this window and there's gonna be a boomer. No, you see, it changes it up on purpose so that things get different and you get a different experience. But still, to that extent, the game is still the same game. It's still, what was the point of that? What was the point? The game is still Left 4 Dead 2. It's still the same thing. You're still fighting the same common infected. You're still fighting the same specials, but you're just fighting them in a different location every time. You're fighting them in a different order. But so that's why I have add-ons that I routinely enable and disable for, I don't know, I guess for freshness of the game. Give me a second.
This some sort of nightmare, goddamn zombie apocalypse and shit. Shit. The hell are we gonna do?
Settle down, son. We're gonna be okay. What's your name?
Ellis. My name's Ellis.
Hey, name's Rochelle. You?
You did good out there, Rochelle.
Alright, so that happened. No, but it's for freshness sake. To keep things
Get ready.
to keep things different so that you know what I mean. Yes. So that add-on was that add-on comes from the Tourette's guy, and I'm pretty sure that a lot of you know who the Tourette's guy is. But the Tourette's guy was this guy. It wasn't real, of course. It was a comedy channel. But the Tourette's guy, what he did was, there was this guy. He was pretending to have Tourette's, right? Sorry, a little bit extra. I'm working on a headset mic here, so no. But this guy, he pretended to have Tourette's, so he'd go around yelling at people, saying random stuff, yelling cuss words and stuff. And like, I'm pretty sure that he would always tell the people that it was just a joke. But it was always funny to oh shit. No, but it was always oh shit. Nice, coach. No, but it was always funny because like it was just the randomest stuff would get, like he would start yelling at the randomest shit. Like one time he's running to get into the kitchen, and he's got like some kind of pot. He's just yelling fuck, and he sets the pot down. And as he sets it down, he comes back up and he hits his chandelier and yells out shit. It's funny. If you haven't seen him, I highly request that you do go look him up. So General Infected. I'm actually surprised at the General Defense. I usually don't get that. That's surprising. Melee fighter, of course, but that's because the AI never fights with melee weapons. I remember I used to only roll with melee weapons. I'd never even pick up a primary. Unless I unless I had to, because there wasn't any. 2, not bad. Could be better, but beggars can't be choosers. But yeah, just the old days of YouTube.
To the mall. What do you say we pay it a visit?
Hey, this man's talking some sense. Let's get out of here.
Zombie apocalypse ain't all that bad.
I want to turn down that film grain a little bit. It's a little bit annoying. I know it's for because the whole point of it is supposed to look like it's an old film, but film grain kind of gets annoying. No, but it was just it was funny, and it was just that's how old YouTube was. You know what I mean? It was you could post videos like that, like of some guy running around yelling and screaming at people and things and himself, just, and it was okay. You know what I mean? It was funny. That's just how the old days were, man. I mean, don't get me wrong. Nowadays, YouTube is still extremely funny. I love watching Vines and stuff like that, but it's just the old days. They had a soul to them. That is different soul. I don't know how to explain. That must be the feller who masturbates all day long. No, but they had a different soul to them. Like that right there. That was, in the grand scheme of things, that video is newer. That was the Left for Speed videos. It was the Left for Speed 2. But even then, like, ooh. Okay, hold up a second. There she is. See, every time I play this game, I hunt witches because I'm an idiot. No, but like in the grand scheme of things, it's a newer video, but it's got that same soul, the same. I can say what I want, and you can't do shit about it. You know what I mean?
In here.
And it's just the old stuff was the good stuff, man. And I enjoy the new stuff. I know I've already said it, but I tend to ramble, especially because this is my first. Oh shit. Oh, nice. Oh, hell. Well. No, but, like... Yeah, it's my nerves acting up. I get real nervous. I've never been the type of guy to get up in front of a crowd of people. No, but I've never really been the screaming out. No, I've never been the kind of guy who gets up in front of a group of people and speaks. It's been hard for me to do that. I don't know. My social anxiety. It's not really as bad as some. You know, I understand. Some have got it real bad. Some got real bad social anxiety, and I'm not trying to over here try to diss social anxiety. I'm just saying my social anxiety, it tends to get to me, and I'll ramble on and on, like I'm doing right now, and I'll start saying random stuff, and then it takes me a little bit to get back. That also is my ADHD. You see, that's the thing. I'm a bit of a clusterfuck here. I've got ADHD and social anxiety. So I ramble, and then I start to ramble because I'm nervous, and then I continue to ramble because my ADHD can't keep me focusing on anything. Oh shit, man. But yeah, because my social anxiety starts kicking in and I can't focus. And it takes me a while, and I'll try to get back. I will. I'm telling you this now, this is going to be a problem that I'm going to hope to address. Oh, hold up a second. I want y'all to listen to this real quick. I particularly like this mod. One, because, you know, Homer Simpson. One, because Homer Simpson... Oh, what if this one? Oh, they finally fixed that. No, one, because it's Homer Simpson, but another, because it actually makes the... Whoop, it makes the original chainsaw sound a little bit quieter. Let's be for real, that chainsaw sound was really, really loud. Like, I could be doing this and it'd just be deafening, especially my headset. But yeah, there actually was a mod, a sound mod, right, that went with this STG right here. But there was sound. There was a problem with the reloading. What's that? Oh, there's a boomer. Yeah, there was a problem. Oh shit. Yeah, there was a problem with the reloading sound, and like I could shoot this, and it was fine. But whenever you reloaded, when you pulled the clip out, or not the clip, the magazine, when you pulled the mag out and you put the mag back in, it made this really weird high-pitched sound. Oh, hell. It made this really weird high-pitched noise that I don't know how to explain. And it was real loud. And it got real annoying, and it was really distracting. Oh, just a second. And it hurt my ears really bad, so I had to get rid of it. So I'm using the original AK-47 sounds. And I know it's not realistic with this weapon, but I don't feel that it's that bad off. And I get it. There were different rounds. I know the AK-47 shoots a 7.62. I'm not sure what this shot. I think it might have shot a 9.56 or something. I don't know. It was the STG-44 was actually the first assault rifle, but I'm not sure what it shot. It shot something pre-NATO and Warsaw Pact because it was German. It was Nazi Germany. It was a Nazi Germany weapon. So, oh, sweet pump guns. But I know it was a very devastating weapon. Oh, shit, yeah, it was a very devastating weapon in the grand scheme of things. And actually, I don't know, they can't be too far off from AK-47 because this weapon spawned the AK-47. Hello. Must be nice.
Sir,
Why can't we just walk around? Yeah, I mean, limited time offer bullshit. You ain't going anywhere. I could easily get over this wall, walk, but I don't even need that. I could jump up on the hood of the semi, jump up on top of the semi, run over the back, get onto that right there, and hop over the top. Unless you're gonna blow me up, and then it's just gonna fuck you up because it's gonna leave a big old gaping hole. But oh well, I guess I guess I'll screw you over yourself because you seem pretty prepared to
Grabbing the cola.
you seem pretty prepared to just blow a hole open and blow open a hole and attract the horde to yourself. But you know, man, you do you. Oh, Whitaker. Ow. I wish my people would help me. Running. Ouch. But yeah. That was one of the things I never really understood about this game was small stuff like this. Like, I could easily climb over that, you know what I mean? And I could easily have just taken the gun and I probably could have killed Whitaker. Let's be for real. There's 4 of us here and 1 of him. I'm pretty sure we could have taken him. Had he come out, he probably would have killed 1 of us, but there's 4 of us. I think we could have actually done it. I mean, I don't know. He might have very well been an old veteran, but even then, I still think that we could have taken him. He probably would have killed 1 of us because we aren't exactly the most advanced survivors. 1 of us is a coach, 1 of us is a redneck. We have a girl who was a news reporter, and we had an well, he was going to be an ex-con. He actually was going to be an ex-con. That was his whole thing in the beta. Whenever they talked about him, whenever they first released him, he was actually an ex-con. And after a while, they got rid of that, but we still don't exactly know who Nick is. He's got a bit of a shady backstory. Well, what little we know, but his story is different.
Hey, watch out for the car. Look out now.
Yeah, his story is a little bit different and shady, and we don't know who exactly he is, but we know that he's a capable fighter, so I do get the feeling that he has fought before and killed. So, I mean, I guess you're right. No, but like he can kill because I think he's one of the most experienced of us in the grand scheme of things, but we still don't know exactly who he is. We just know that he's some guy that we picked up on the side of the road. Well, not the side of the road, on the top of a building. Oh, man. On the top of a building and said, hey, man, why don't you come with us? We're trying to survive the zombie apocalypse. Which is funny because, oh, yeah, I got a practice pattern next to me. I'm the section leader at my of the drum line at my high school. So if I start drumming on things, tapping out stuff, just know that I'm not trying to annoy people. I do it.
Okay, so it's a little deserted. There might still be an evac keeper.
I do it because it's just natural for me, I guess. Oh, shit. Because it's natural, you know what I mean? It comes with being a drummer, especially and having ADHD. It's just easier. Well, not easier, it's just more comfortable. Helps me calm down, I'll tell you that.
Reloading.
Because music's always had that effect on me. I've always been able to just like if I'm having a real bad day, I'll go home and I'll turn on some music and I'll chill and I'll just be me, man. I'll listen to music, tap some stuff out, calm down. I'll text my girlfriend if things are real bad. Well, I text her whenever things aren't bad. I text her all the time. Speaking of which, I need to text her in a little bit. But yeah, it's just music and talking to people. I've never really been the one to burden people with my problems. I don't like to tell people my problems because I want to make other people upset worrying about me. And I know that's a terrible excuse for not telling people anything, but it's just it's always been my personality. I've always been a kind of caring person. You know what I mean? I'll ask about how your day was before I care about telling you how my day was. I want you to feel good before I feel good. And yeah, I want you to feel good before I feel good because it's how I was raised in a private school, and my parents have always been in the school system. Is that?
Down that escalator.
It is. But yeah, whenever you were basically raised in the school system, you get to where you know a lot about the school. So certain things that you've heard at one school, you basically know anywhere else, like be kind and respectful, always respect your elders, ask people how their day was, that kind of stuff. That's always been grilled inside my head, and they'll teach it to you differently no matter what school you go to, but it's always the same basic principle lesson of be kind and courteous. So I've always been kind and courteous. I ask people how their day is. I go out of my way to find the elderly, and I just ask them how their day's going. I ask them if they're doing good. I talk to them, hug them, help them, that kind of thing. It's just, ooh, pipe bomb. It's always what I've done, but yeah, and so that's why I never really wanted to burden other people with my problems, because it was grained into my head to worry for others before I worried for myself. So I always did that. I always asked other people, and I've said the same things. And like I said before, that's my ADHD and my nerves acting up, I guess. But yeah. So, but yeah, back to the topic on music. I was never really a big musician until, well, I'm not a big musician. I'm not a big well-known name. I'm not a household name. No, I was never big on music. I never listened to music all the time and stuff. I listen to music all the time, but what person doesn't always turn on a little bit of music and jam out? Do I want to be Gordon Freeman? Nah, I'll be Gordon Freeman later. No, but I've always I've never been the musician. You know what I mean? I've never played music until I hit 8th grade, and then after 8th grade, well, once 8th grade started, my parents, namely my dad, told me that I had to join the band. I had no choice. I had to join the band. Because he was a musician, you know what I mean? So he was used to that. He was used to getting his kids to try everything. My dad's the kind of guy that he tries everything. He does everything that he can. I mean, his first degree was a bachelor's degree, a bachelor's or master's degree in music. And so he got that, and he was a musician for a while. And then he just decided one day that he was going to be a coach. So he went out and he got his coaching certification and was a coach. And then he's like, okay, I'm going to become a pastor. And he became a pastor. He went and got fully ordained, became a full minister, preached at a few churches, still does weddings, everything. And it was kind of cool. And like my 8th grade year, he had just decided that, you know what? Yeah, I want to be a principal. And so he went out and he started looking online, found an online college called Lamar University. It's down in Houston, Texas. And he went through online courses, and he got his master's degree in education administration. So he's always been that kind of person. He just decided that he wants to do things, and so he did it. Like the first thing that he did, his music degree. His music degree was originally a bachelor's degree in a bachelor's degree for saxophone. You know what I mean? He always played saxophone, and he got a degree for it. So, and it was cool. But he decided that he wanted to be a teacher, so he went and he got his full music education degree just because he could. And that he always had that kind of mentality. His parents told him, "You can do anything," and it sounds cliche, but he literally did anything. Like, if you wanted to do it, he would do it, and he did. He was just that kind of a guy. He always went out, and he just decided, okay, today's the day, and did it, no matter what it was. He'd be becoming a teacher, learning an instrument, which is crazy, because whatever instrument he touches, he learns. It's instant, but this is what he wanted to do. And if he wanted to do it bad enough, he would do it. Didn't matter what was in the way, no matter what obstacle was in the way. Money, not to say that we've always had a lot of money. Money's always been a problem for us. But that was one of the things that he didn't that was just another obstacle that he could always find a way around. And that comes from small town living. Living in a small town, having to deal with what's in your way and when it's in your way. So if you need money for anything, then you deal with it. And so he did. Or if people didn't believe in him, he didn't care about that. He still went out and he did what he wanted to do. It was just the kind of guy that he was. Oh, thank you, Nick. If something was stopping him, he would overcome it. And I always thought that was the coolest thing about him. I always thought that was interesting. That's why I always believed, not per se in myself, but I believed that I could. You know what I mean? I believed that there was nothing in my way that could stop me from doing something if I really wanted to do it.
Down here?
And so, oh, sorry, that's my dog eating, if you can hear it. His name's Thor, by the way. No, but it's just that's why I started doing this. Well, sort of. I started doing this. I've always wanted to do this, but I never really had the equipment. And then since I got a job over the summer, I had started to overcome one of the problems, which was money. And this video is not going to be the greatest. Let's be for real here. The editing is going to be terrible. I'm doing the number one thing that everyone always tells you not to do, and I'm using Windows Media, Windows Movie Maker, and I know it's terrible, and I should never do that. And no. But I don't have the money to go out and buy crazy video software like Sony Vegas or anything. But it's a problem that I'm willing to overcome, and I will soon, but just not right now. But yeah, back to the whole music thing. My dad told me that I was going to be in band, so I was. Now, when I first joined band, I didn't really care about band. I see a hunter. I never really cared, you know what I mean? Like it was a cool thing, and I enjoyed playing music, but they have shitty weapons. But I never really thought that it would become like it is, and me turning it into turning it into my want, like my dream. Like my wish is, well, I have a couple wishes. One of them, it's a baby wish, you know what I mean, to be the captain of an aircraft carrier. And the story behind that,
That's Jimmy Gibbs Jr. God damn it, I could have gotten a picture taken with Jimmy Gibbs' stock car.
but yeah, that's a story for another time. But yeah, but my new second dream, now that I am in band and the section leader and stuff, I decided that I wanted to have a career in music. And yeah, my dad having one was a little bit
You
of,
guys ever seen something like this?
No, sir.
Reloading.
Yeah, me neither.
yeah, and let's be for real, my dad having one is a little bit of a reason about why I would like to do it. But it's just one of the things that when you learn to do it, hold up.
Anybody got any ideas?
I got an idea. You know them posters we've been seeing? Get your picture taken with Jimmy Gibbs' stock car? That means it's here. We just need to appropriate it, and we got ourselves an escape vehicle.
Okay, so plan A is we go find this car. Plan B is we wait here in this mall and die.
All right, I'm betting the gas tanks will probably be empty. We're gonna have to gas it up before we haul ass.
Soon as them doors open, you run your ass off and find some gas.
Grab a gas can and let's fill her up.
But
I got this one.
But it's just it was that feeling of when you find the thing, the thing that you really want to do, you love it. You instantly fall in love with it. You just know, like you just know that this is what I want to do with myself. And there's just no question about it. And then you just go and do it. And that's what music was for me. And I started out 8th grade as a tuba, and I didn't even play the big tubas. Our school had like their 8th grade tubas. 8th grade tuba players had to play on half size. Well, I'm not sure if it's half size. I guess it was just the smaller tubas, and it was for ease of learning because you didn't have to push as much air and it wasn't as heavy. But yeah, we learned to play on tubas before we learned to play on anything else. And so I learned I learned tuba. Well, not really. I didn't, because back in 8th grade, that was whenever I didn't really care about it. I didn't fall in love in 8th grade. I fell in love during freshman year, and because that was whenever I became a percussionist. But back in 8th grade year, I started playing with tuba, and so I didn't really learn the tuba. Well, I learned it. I knew what the finger. I didn't know the fingering charge, but I knew how to finger it, and I learned how to pitch up and down. I learned how to pitch up and down with the air, but I did it because it was a blow-off class for me at the time. And so it was just a class that I did because I had to. I mean, I could have quit if I wanted, but I didn't because it was an easy class. You know what I mean? It was just a class that I could do nothing in and make 100, as long as I, tried and showed up to the big stuff like all region. Showed up to all region and stuff like that. As long as I did that kind of stuff, I'd always be golden. So that's what I did. Now, I had Spanish as well, and this is nothing against the Spanish language. I've got nothing against the Spanish language. I've got nothing against Hispanic people. I lived in El Paso for 8 years, so you could probably tell that I have more than a few Hispanic friends, because I do live down south. So I have a few Hispanic friends, but the thing was, I was never able to learn a language. I don't know, it was one of those things that kind of freaked me out. I couldn't really wrap my mind around it. I don't know. It just kind of freaked me out, and my brain couldn't really understand it. No matter how hard. Where's that tank? I should probably be focusing on that. No, but it's not that. It's just my brain couldn't understand it, and I'm pretty sure if I gave it a shot now and really truly tried hard, I'm pretty sure I could learn it. But it's just difficult for me. It's always been difficult for me to learn another language. And just wrapping my mind around the fact that there's different habits. Oh shit! Whoop whoop whoop! There's different habits, such as the different formalities and male and female conjugations of verbs and stuff like that. Hey Rex, you need to heal yourself. But I couldn't do it, so I was always failing. So whenever all region came around, I'd be failing. Now, I wouldn't lose a grade because of that, you know what I mean? Because there was an academic reason why I couldn't show up to there was an academic reason to why I couldn't go. So I wouldn't be failing, but I never went. So I never, damn it, I never actually experienced all region until my sophomore year of high school, because I took my school only requires 2 years of Spanish or foreign language to graduate, and Spanish is the only foreign language that is offered. So, matter of fact, I'm just gonna switch over. But Spanish language is the only language that is offered. I wish I could learn another language. Again, nothing against nothing against Hispanic people. It's just I've always wanted to learn like German. You know what I mean? And I guess that's the German background in me, wanting to speak the language, speak an old language. But oh shit! I guess I might as well deal with this one now, for real. Excuse me. But yeah, so I was always failing when all region came around. Nice, I got the kill. But I'd always be failing, and it made me sad. So I never really experienced band. I'm gonna hold out for a little bit. I'm gonna talk to you guys for a little bit before I finish this. So I would always be failing. So I never really experienced band until I hit high school. Now, whenever we all hear about band, we all have the same mentality of, I want to be a drummer. You know what I mean? You want to play the drums. And that's all cool, man. You want to play the drums, you play the drums. But it's kind of a stereotypical want. You know what I mean? We all want to play the drums. It's what we all want to do. So I never really cared. But so freshman year of high school, I finally get moved into the percussion section. Right? So now that I'm in percussion, I think, you know what? I'm set. I'm in the coolest section ever. And I got some really cool friends. And I can just do nothing if I wanted to. I didn't have to play. I could just coast. You know what I mean? I could just be at the back of the band hall, chill, play if I ever need to. Because I could read music. Not great, but I could read music. So I was just kind of coasting at it. You know what I mean? I was just chilling. I was coasting. I was being me, being easy. Didn't have to do anything. And then the end of the year starts rolling around. And my freshman year, there were 4 seniors. 4 seniors and 2 juniors. And then for 5 freshmen, right?
Reloading.
So whenever I remember the end of the year comes around and the band director asks the question, the same question that all band directors ask: who's coming back? You know what I mean? And it's understood that the seniors are not coming back because, well, they're graduating. I mean, I guess if the seniors really wanted to come back, they could fail. But yeah, the seniors weren't going to come back. And then the 2 juniors had decided that they were going to quit because they got the short end of the deal. You know what I mean? Not really the short end of the deal. One of them quit because he didn't care. He just
All right, now I'm back.
he had no desire to be in band. It was just a blow off class for him. So he quit because he understood that since he didn't care, he wouldn't have to try. Like, he wouldn't try at tryouts. So he knew that there was a 50-50 chance that someone else besides the other junior would actually be the section leader. And he didn't like that, but he stayed. He decided to stay in. But whenever the other junior said that he wasn't coming back, his hand flew right up as well. He quickly threw his hand up, saying that he was not going to come back because he knew then that the only other person who would be in charge was definitely someone younger than him, because he was not going to try for tryouts. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying that he's not a talented player, because he was. He was a very talented player, but he had no drive. He had no want to do anything. He had no want to try to be the section leader. Weird invisible wall. He had no want to be the section leader. So because he knew that he wasn't going to try, he just quit because he didn't want someone else younger than him to be in charge. So at that point, it was the 5 or 6 freshmen. I can't remember right now. The 5 or 6 freshmen were the only ones going to come back. And it dawned on me right then and there that someone is going to have to take over this section. Now, let me talk about my section at the time. So the freshmen that were in there, they were all phenomenal, talented players. They all had their strengths, they all had their weaknesses. So one of them was a phenomenal snare drummer. Phenomenal, but he couldn't read music. You know what I mean? I don't know. He just couldn't wrap his mind around reading music. But he could play back exactly what you play to him. So if you were to like say you played a really difficult thing, you know what I mean? Crazy, a lot of form and technique, crazy stuff. You know what I mean? Like 3 pataflaflas leading into a couple paradiddle diddles. You know what I mean? Crazy stuff back and forth, and he could play exactly with the same sticking that you were using, but everything. It was how he was. He could play it, but again, he couldn't read music. So that was one of the big things that turned off my section leader towards my band director towards putting him as section leader, because he couldn't read. But either way, even if he had the ability to read music, which he now does, he didn't have the drive to become the leader. You know what I mean? He just wanted to be a snare. He wanted to coast it. Now at my school, the quads, whoever plays the quads during marching season is section leader. So he just wanted to chill and be. He just wanted to chill. You know what I mean? He wanted to chill, and just play snare. You know, be chill, be cool. And so he didn't have the drive. Now this other one, she was a great player. She was a phenomenal player, but she was real nervous about playing in front of people. She was the section leader of the percussion section back in 8th grade because she could read music and she was phenomenal on mallets. You know what I mean? So she was great in that aspect, but she had nerves, and her snare playing wasn't exactly the greatest snare playing. I mean, she could play. She could play good. But compared to some of the other people, there was a lot of things that she didn't know how to do. And again, it could be easily attributed to nerves because she didn't want to mess up because she knew that wasn't her strong point. But she still did it anyways. So when she tried out, she did good. She scored high, but she didn't score as great because her sight reading wasn't as good. Then another one, our other snare player. No, he was a bass player. He could read, but he wasn't the best player. He had a lot of talent. He had talent, and he had a lot of raw potential, but he just never invested the right amount of time into it because he did a lot of other things, like he rode motocross, he raced motocross, and he had a lawn mowing business. He had a lot of raw potential, but he just invested it in different locations. So he didn't make it. And then the final person was this kid who had just moved into town about 2 or 3 months before tryouts. Now he at the town that he had been at, he had been in the percussion section, but he wasn't exactly the best player. And it's nothing against him. I'm not saying that he's a terrible player, but his band director never really invested the proper amount of time to teach him what he needed to know. Crap, I need to just do this or else I'm gonna fail this mission. But hold up, I'm gonna wait until I get to the credits. But he never his band director never really invested the amount of time that was needed to teach him. So he didn't do as good. While I did help him, I helped him a lot. I worked with him. He didn't do as well as I had hoped that he would do. So he did not make it. He scored pretty good, and he made the line. He played bass drum, but he wasn't the greatest. And then there actually was another one, but he was never the best player. He had a lot of trouble reading music. It's because he had dyslexia, so stuff would move around a lot. And he still battles with dyslexia, but he's gotten a lot better. He's learned a few tricks. So I was looking around, and I realized that one of us had to step up and be the leader. So I talked with my section leader at the time. We sat down, and she taught me everything. She worked with me every single day for about 2 months. We worked every single day after school for about an hour, and I made section leader. Now, well, because I made the quads, so I made section leader. Now, I was young, and I was not prepared for the stress of section leader, but I stepped up to the plate, and I took over, and it was that feeling of finally accomplishing the goal of making section leader. But there was this is great. I'm just looking down at these group servers, and I'm seeing Weed Lounge and Meth Kitchen and like LSD something, you know what I mean? No, but it was that feeling of finally accomplishing something. Yeah, LSD Darkness. But like I finally accomplished it, but it was more of the feeling that I got whenever I finally started to play the quads. I loved it. I instantly I started caring whenever my section leader worked with me, and I loved it as soon as I started playing the quads. And I decided right then and there that this was going to be my goal. I was going to be a section leader. I was going not a section leader. I was going to be a music major. I was going to devote all my time. And it's just that feeling, you know what I mean? And Not many people experience that feeling, but I want everyone to know that that feeling is a great feeling, and I want you all to find it. I want you all to set your goals, and I want you to accomplish them, because I don't know you guys much right now, and I hope that I get to know a lot of you. But I want you guys to have your goals, and I want you to realize them. You know what I mean? I want them to actually happen. I want you to be you. I want you to have what you want. I want you to get what you want. You know what I mean? But yeah. So that's just about all the time I have for this one episode. Crazy amount of time, a lot of rambling. But it was good for my first. Well, I feel that it was pretty good. I don't know if it was good, but I felt pretty good about this video. So thank you guys for dropping in and watching my video. Thank you for giving me the time to watch it if you made it this far. If not, well then, oh well. But if you did make it this far, thank you. And I will try to post. I can't say that I'll post every single day. I might post every single week. Sorry, just a second. I will try to post at least once a week. But yeah, I will continue to post. I might post one more tomorrow. I'm not sure if I'm going to post Left 4 Dead or if I'm going to post something else. But yeah, I'm going to be working and posting, so keep up to date for that. So thank you for dropping in. And if you liked this video, then leave a like, and comment, and subscribe if you would like. And I will see you guys next time. Bye bye.